Cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Deontay Wilder, he is the Bronze Bomber. Only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. That punch is beginning to take its toll. Catch and shoot. Crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
Jab doesn't find a home. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Been a tough round so far.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Punch. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr. We've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Misses with the straight left. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from it, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Big Ukrainian in big trouble. thought that was the end, but here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Defense
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Usyk. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. The game plan does... Let's get it started in round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? We've never seen Oleksandr Usyk hurt like this before. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit.
And down goes Wilder. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Threw the uppercut but did not score. He fails to score with that left hook. His stamina is off the charts. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Boy, this next round is going... Here we go to the 4th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Beautiful counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Catch it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Todd, that was a fight that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, it just really befuddles your opponent because when they think you're out of range, bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of the jab, it takes and befuddles a fighter.
Misses with the straight left. Point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just misses with that jab. Straight right just misses. Holding nothing back here in the round. Might want to think of holding on here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. On to the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Swing and a miss with the jab. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, did you see that? Usyk might go down here. What an upset. And now they're right back into the fray.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Beautiful counter shot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Beautiful counter shot. Miss with the jab. Every time they drop their goal. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about odds. Round 7, here we go. back their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Lucky that hook didn't score. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Oleksandr. There's the bell to start round 8. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That uppercut can't get through. Big Ukrainian in big trouble. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. And this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
That's lights out right there.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. To see more. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Get your mind back, get your focus back.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action. There's the bell to start round 9. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. And the bronze bomber goes down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
I got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Do you believe what we are seeing? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Wilder in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell for round 10. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
A perfect counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close hands.
Nice defense with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Wilder. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Incredible work rate. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Straight right just misses. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. This is a high-octane battle. They both want a knockout, you can tell. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last. And there's the bell to start round 12. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Usyk! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you get caught a lot more at the end.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That jab misses. Down goes Oleksandr Usyk. And it's a one-hitter winner. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smart. Smarts, that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.